A group of roughly 500 motorcycle dirt bikes and all terrain vehicles were spotted driving in a reckless manner and performing stunts and wheelies on the San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge, the California Highway Patrol say. Okay. A motorcyclist killed after hundreds of bikers driving recklessly throughout the San Francisco Bay Area. All right, we'll go Bay Area, the Bay Area. Anyway, so here we are. We got Jackie. You know, Jackie's a good name. Well, this is your warning to increase security on the bridge, folks, just until the 21st. So there, she's talking about increased security on the bridge until after the 21st. So once the 21st is here, you don't need security on the bridge anymore. So let's go in here. This chick, Gabriella, says, well said, well said. Well said. Okay, yeah, well said. Let's increase security on the bridge until the 21st, After that, it's okay. Anyway, so I said the end of America as we know it. And I also said, would you like to put them in jail too? You know. And she said, no, I would just like I would just like to attempt to them to not attempt to murder our elected officials or commit acts of terrorism. I do not need them arrested. I just need them not to kill large number large numbers of people. And I went on to say, well, censorship at its finest. This is something I did earlier. I put on YouTube. And anyways, it don't matter. Censorship at its finest. Unfortunately, they don't see the harm that they are doing by censoring the president and other people. Will freedom of speech be the same after this? I think not. More likely, it is going to lead to more people being took off the internet, offline, if they say or think differently than everyone else. Unfortunately, this will become a new normal thing as we know it. Going forward with this, unfortunately, more and more people will be put in jail for things they are like not wearing masks and other things that do go against our constitutional rights. Other things that go against our constitutional rights. And sadly, the news media will work against the people to help discredit anyone that says otherwise. They will be called terrorists. They will be called crazy people, conspiracy theorists. They use these words to make you feel better about what they're doing, which is the truth. They will pull at the strand of racism, knowing that it will divide this country even further into chaos and not fix the country. So they don't want to fix it, they want to divide it. If they wanted to fix it, they wouldn't blast racism all over the news every fucking day. Okay? That is just facts. If they want to heal a country, you don't go around blasting racism every day because you're getting into that other person's mind that's like, oh fuck, I am racist. This white dude's always racist. That's not true. They want your freedom. The only way they can get your freedom is by you giving it to them. They can't take it from you. They can't just come out and say, I'm taking your First Amendment right. You have to be willing to give them that First Amendment right. And if you're willing and you accept it, then you're not going to fight and resist, right? You're not going to stand up and say, no, you can't take my fucking free speech, right? You can't. At that point, you might as well sit down, set in your shit, and deal with it. Okay, you gave it away. Okay? If you obey because you are told to, are you really thinking for yourself, or are they telling you how to think? I guess we will find out sooner than later. Take it easy, America. The end of America as we know it. She said, just do me a favor, buddy. Don't bomb anything. Okay, don't bomb anybody. She's telling me not to bomb anything. Alright, I put a sad face on there. That's really sad. I said, well, Jackie, wow, Jackie, that is cold. I wouldn't ever do that to someone. And for you to think that way just shows I am right. Okay, so what I need you to do, and what she said, okay, so what I need you to do in order to prove me that you're right is to not just bomb anybody. So she's already assuming that I'm going to go bomb buildings. She's already assuming I'm going to go bomb people. She's already assuming that I am a terrorist. Boom. Okay. There we go. I am right. All right. So if can you do that for me? Don't just say you would never, and how dare I think that you wouldn't. Just actually don't kill people. Like she was saying, don't just say you would never. I didn't say I would never. I said I wouldn't ever. I didn't put never. I said I wouldn't ever. My statement is ironclad. I said I wouldn't ever. I didn't say never. Never leaves that possibility. Maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. But I said I wouldn't ever. It means I would not ever fucking bomb a building. I would not ever go to a fucking park and blow something up. That means I would not fucking ever. Not never, not, no. Never leaves you to the possibility that one day it can happen. I live by the strong belief you should not ever say never. Like you should not say I would never do something because you're more likely to do it. I believe if you're going to say I would not ever, I would not ever, that means I would not ever fucking do it. That's my point with that. Anyway, let's continue on. Just actually don't kill people, assault them, or rape them, or kidnap them, and then you and I can be good friends. So she automatically assumes that I'm a rapist, a killer, I'm going to kidnap people. I'm a rapist, a killer, and I'm going to kidnap people. Holy fuck. And let's go on. But I'm not going to take your word for it. I'm going to need to watch you not kill people for a while. So she's already assuming that I'm killing people. I'm killing people, dude, apparently. I'm out fucking murdering people and not going to jail for it, apparently. I'm sorry you feel that way. Unfortunately, that wouldn't do, what would doing that solve, Jackie? God, I can't believe I fucked that up. Yes, I can. Words are more powerful than violence. If you can't tell, I even bet you think I voted for Trump. I bet you think I love the Republican Party. Don't you? She didn't reply to that. Unfortunately, this is, I think, where she stopped replying. I haven't killed anyone in my life. I said, do you not understand? Your statements are kind of sideways there. Jackie, you are clearly asleep and you need to wake up. And I think I put, oh no, she did comment one more time. You do not understand do you understand the statements show no signs of critically thinking? Man, if you don't take people if you think people are capable of horrible things this year, I don't know what to do with you. If you think that it shows a lack of critical thinking, well, I mean it does because you're automatically assuming that I'm raping, killing, bombing, and fucking the world over. That just clearly, I mean, dude, you basically, if we met in the fucking street and you were like, put security on the bridge until the 21st, and I put my statement out there, you better not be out there bombing and raping people. That's not critically thinking. You automatically threw me in the fucking pit with everything that you think is right? They threw me in there and said, well, you're a raper, you're a kidnapper, you're going to bomb buildings, you're going to bomb people, you're a terrorist. You're a terrorist. That's what she's telling me. You're a terrorist. If you know the magic formula that keeps groups of people from conspiring to overthrow the government or bomb bridges, fucking go sprinkle it. Okay. You don't need my permission. I'll give you anyhow. Go start the whole world peace thing. I'm behind you the whole way. Got my cigarettes tucked in my lower lip, pointing right up towards my grateful move, clapping, cheering for you. Whatever you want to do, keep people from doing terrorism, you go on and do it. And I will support you in it. I am pleased to hear that you are overly not in support directly of killing people. I hope that you will continue this energy throughout, continue this energy throughout the rest of your life. Please remember not to change your mind. Thank you. Have a great day. Well, fuck, Jackie. I don't plan on changing my mind, and unfortunately, just because we think differently, Jackie, I wouldn't automatically assume that you're a fucking Democrat, right? I wouldn't automatically assume that you're over here, doing everything the Republican Party accuses the fucking Democrats of doing. I wouldn't do it. It's just not, that's the wrong way to look at any situation. If you can't have a conversation and an exchange of ideals without automatically assuming oh, he's a part of this party and he's a terrorist and he's going to go bomb people and he's going to go rape people. Or you're a part of the Democratic Party and all you want to do is implement socialism and communism and this and this and this. You're never going to fix anything. If all you ever do, and that's why I said you will never fix anything, because, I mean, you could, maybe, if you tried, but, you know, I'll leave the room and never. I didn't say wouldn't, I said never. Just for the simple reason I didn't say never in my statement. If you go up, I wouldn't ever do that to someone. And for you to think that just shows I am right. Okay? That's why I clearly say that. Now, for anybody that thinks I am a Republican member, here you go, man. You can go through my fucking news lead. NBC News, Destiny 2, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, my cousin, this dude, Pokemon, fucking Morgue, Jake, this guy. I mean, I could go on for days. I mean, Ben Shapiro, you know, I also listen to the right-wing group. Like I said, you have to listen to both sides. You can't, if you want to be bipartisan, you have to listen to both sides. You can't be a member of a fucking party, right? You need to be on the outside of the party looking in, right? If you want to understand it, you need to step out, look in, see what the real problem is, and go from there. Okay, you cannot be a part of the system. You can't be Republican, you can't be Democrat and say, well, I'm bipartisan. No, you're not. You lean more to the right, or do you lean more to the left? Well, okay, well, if you lean more to the left than the right, you're not bipartisan, are you? Okay, and if you lean more to the right instead of the left, you are not bipartisan, are you? So the point I'm making is you need to step your fucking asses out of it for a minute and just look on the inside and see what the real issues are, okay? So we can go through here for days, and I can prove to you that I am not a Republican. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't support Donald Trump. I do not support the Biden administration. Okay, I don't support the Biden administration. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I have no reason to support the Biden administration. I have no reason in 2016 to support the Donald Trump administration. I had no reason in 2016 to support the Hillary Clinton administration. Okay, there was no sense in it. I said back in 2016 that I wouldn't vote for either of them. They were not worth voting for. I said in 2020, I'm not voting for either fucking president. It's not worth it, okay? Neither one of them. Okay, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Mike Pence, Donald Trump are not leaders that you need in the country. All right, you need a different leader, and that's the truth. And until you get that real leader in there that's actually going to lead the people somewhere better instead of dragging them under with bullshit like fucking voter fraud, racism, and so on and so forth, you're not ever going to fix anything. It's not going to happen. You guys are going to sit around here, censorship people. The news media is going to blast daily. I mean, let's go look. Let's go look. Come on, man. The news media. I can go through here. Oh, yeah, I subscribe to model aircrafts, too, by the way. You know, I like model aircrafts, like Pokemon. Let's keep going through my news feed here. You know, model aircraft. Here we go. We got some Ben Shapiro. Here's what you want to know. Man, all right. So, we got NBC News. Social media shutting out. You know, I'm just saying, you just go through here daily and read this shit, bro. Okay? I mean, there were some more juicy stories. Like, they were already attacking Trump this morning. We got the, I'd say I'm not subscribed to the Daily Wire either. I don't go that far. I do follow him on Facebook. But that's about it. I just follow him on Facebook. I do not subscribe to the Daily Wire. NBC News, you know, Trump issues 73 pardons. All right. You know, you can just keep going through here and every day. And, I mean, I've already seen shit about racism. I've already seen shit about Trump not completing anything in his fucking presidency, and that Mexico's not paying for the wall. And I'm just saying, every day you keep pumping hate out. Hate, 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 hate. All you're going to get back is hate, 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 right? Right? And the problem is the news media is doing it every day. Why they're telling you to do this and not think for yourselves at all. There was a nice motherfucking actor, or not actor, but a comedian that said the same thing. People don't critically think for themselves. They're automatically looped in. I mean, I subscribe to Color 10. I subscribe to all the NBC News, fucking the Today Show, my local government, California. I'm surprised I'm not seeing more of their posts. It's probably because I'm on here. Let's refresh it. Let's see if we can refresh a little bit. See if maybe we can. I'm always getting their posts, like the first things I'm seeing, and now surprisingly, come on, Mark Zuckerberg, get off my Facebook. They're like, oh, you're crazy. You just said Mark Zuckerberg. Anyway, I did actually go leave a same message on Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook because he's censoring people. The Trump administration is trying to sabotage President-elect Biden's immigration plan with last-minute details. Let's go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go check it out. Last-minute details. All right. Washington. Current and former Trump administration officials say the Department of Homeland Security the Department of Homeland Security has made a last-minute effort to sabotage the incoming administration's effort to unenroll its tough immigration policy by signing legal agreements in recent weeks with states and local authorities that are intended to delay any such changes for 180 days. Homeland Security has entered into an agreement that would require the agency, even under the leadership of the Biden administration, to counsel with certain states and local SpongeBobs before taking any action or making any decisions that could reduce immigration enforcement, increasing the number of illegal aliens in the United States, or reduce. The United States is increasing immigrant benefits or eligible for benefits for undocumented immigrants. No offense, people that come into this country illegal should not get benefits. Okay, if you want benefits the same way as everybody else is supposed to get benefits, you need to come to this country, and you need to be up there to where if you get a job, you can pay taxes. Okay, that's it. So you can have legal documentation saying you are allowed in this country. There's nothing wrong with that. I do agree that the process needs to be a lot more simpler instead of such a motherfucking headache. But in the reality of it, if you're an illegal immigrant, you can't come to this country and get free benefits, okay, and be an illegal immigrant. You can't do it. All right. Now, if you get a piece of paper that you can get an ID and a social security card, by all means, get whatever fucking benefits you want. All right. Fuck. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the way the motherfucking cookie crumbles, right? I'm not going to just go move over to motherfucking Egypt, right? I mean, I got to go through a process if I want to move to Egypt. I can't just go, hey, thanks, I'm going to start staying here now. Can I get your fucking benefits? The state and local would have 180 days to provide comment, and the Biden officials would have to consider their input and provide a detailed written explanation if they rejected it. For such agreements signed by the Attorney General of Indonesia, no, Indiana, Louisiana, Arizona, and the sheriffs of Rocky Mountain Highway, North Carolina, were the first reported by the BuzzFeed News. Local experts have questioned whether they can be enforced. Would you like to know more? Oh, that was if you didn't know when I said, would you like to know more? That was a Starship Troopers reference, or no, what's the damn movie? Is it Starship Troopers? I don't fucking know. It's got the big alien bugs on it. They go to different planets, yeah. But that's pretty much it. We got that, man. Alright, sweet. Ooh, Killer Jane. Social media is shutting out. There we go. We'll go read it, man. Let's go read it. Let's go see what NBC is talking about today. Biden calls for unity isn't helped by big tech. Deplatforming Trump and the right. Duh. when you first all came out and started saying that was a good idea, that was just dumb. That was the dumbest fucking idea you guys ever fucking came up with. Okay? Not only did you prove the extremists, that you want to call them extremists, and the right side, you know, I can't call them extremists. I call them people, I don't know. The people that marched on the Capitol, they shouldn't have done that. They needed a leader there to tell them, hey, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Set the fuck down. Set the fuck down. All right? Set the fuck down. This is not how we need to handle that shit. But they didn't. It was just a bunch of assholes running rampant. Now, taking people off a platform, especially when you take the President of the United States and you deplatform that President of the United States regardless of his fucking thought process or regardless of what he's fucking saying. You know, I didn't see anything that said you need to go up there and fucking kidnap the elected officials and cause violence. What I seen his tweet is said, votes can't be counted if at the end of a certain time. I think if I'm remembering correctly. I'm not 100% sure like exact words at this moment because it's been a minute since I read the tweet. But anyways, so don't 100% quote me if I'm not sure I got that completely right on his tweet, what he said, but I'm 100% sure it did say go up there and cause violence. But Joe Biden's inauguration Wednesday ushers in a new era of Democratic control of the federal government, with the party commanding the execution and the executive and both legislative. Biden really made unity at Central Park for his campaign platform, but unity is premised but on mutual respect, open discord, and listening to other perspectives so that all citizens, including those on the right like me, can trust that the border security man. Tech companies have been selectively and applying their new standards, suggesting that they've aimed less at public safety and more at unfavored political speech. Fucking A, NBC, you finally reported some actual real news for fucking once. Eat a dick, Philip. Eat a dick. They finally did it. They did it because they're not, I guess I'm not going to say they're not complete assholes, but they're definitely complete assholes. Okay? Because honestly, I've seen the Today Show, NBC News, MSNBC, fucking Meet the Press. Okay, I've watched them all. Okay, and even all of them, dude. Every one of them. I've seen the right side. I've seen the left. All right. And if Joe Biden wants to be a successful president, this is some things he needs to do. One, he needs to go and come out on stage with his own cognitive, his own thinking, right? I was going to say some fancy fucking word there, but his own thinking, couldn't do it, his own thinking, and tell the news media, like, look, why don't y'all stop with all the hate, okay? Stop with the hate, stop with the trying to bash the right side down. You got we won. We won, right? We won, just like the Fox fucking newsman said. We won. You know? I'm going to show you that one. Here we go. We're going to show you that one. Go to my profile. You know who it is. In a world too often governed by corruption and arrogance, it can be difficult to stay true to one's philosophical and political fucking beliefs. And it's actually not political beliefs, but you know. Oh, there's some Pokemon. I didn't know I was doing some Pokemon. Alright, anyway. This right here. This right here.
Against the people they just beat. They're thinking of new ways to injure and humiliate and degrade their political opponents. Make it impossible for them to work again. Throw them in jail. Destroy their lives. It's hard to describe how weird and strange and awful this is to watch. Imagine winning a tennis match in straight sets, then immediately leaping over the net and smashing your opponent in the face with your racket. It wasn't enough for you to win. You had to inflict physical pain. You couldn't be happy until another human being screamed in agony. What kind of person would do that? Well, the kind of people we're watching now, the kind of people who are even more vicious when they win. The leaders of the Democratic Party have now decided.
Just like this kind person right here, Jackie. This kind, lovely human right here, you know, thinks that I am a rapist, a murderer, a bomber, and that, yeah, that's, you know, unfortunately, that's life, man. That's life. That's what people think, though. I mean, I can't stop her thinking. You know, don't kill people, assault them, rape them, you know, kidnap them. You know, that's what she thinks of me. So, I mean, what can I do, right? What can I do? But it is what it is, guys. Man, you take your own way from it, your own thoughts. But honestly, with more people thinking the same way this woman does, and unfortunately, there's tons of people, I hear this every day, regardless of what your political beliefs are, just from people every day on not only NBC News comments, and you know, NBC News also says that a lot of the right people are crazy conspiracy theorists and so many different things. But I mean, look here, this lady is literally calling me a rapist. She says I'm going to kill people, kidnap them, assault them, blow buildings up. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you can't be any more right than I am right now. I mean, she wants more security on a bridge until 2021 because she's afraid that somebody's going to try to kill elected officials, okay? She's afraid of that. And okay, I can understand with the Capitol riots, you know, somebody could think that, okay? But for her to automatically put her thought process on me shows me that she is not thinking of me as a human being and as a different person, and maybe I have a different thought process than she does. And I'm not perfect with words, man. I suck at words. I got fucking dyslexia like a motherfucker, and I try my best with words, okay? I do better. I do pretty good for a guy that's got a 5th grade education. I mean, I read all right. I mean, I'm getting the information that's on my goddamn screen, and I'm reading it out to you, and I'm completely understanding what the motherfucking news media is saying. So, I mean, for a guy that's got a 5th grade education, and I can understand that this lady right here is sitting there taking her thought process and sticking it on me and automatically labeling me a rapist, a bombist, a terrorist, and everything else. That just goes to show that the Democratic side pushes that. I'm sorry, Jackie. You're from San Francisco. You know, let's go see what she puts. Calling Hillary Killery a fraud for her unbelievable accomplishments. Okay? You know, she is clearly... This is a person that is clearly left, alright? Just keep going. Just keep going. I'm going to see a ton of stuff. Yes, here we go. A National Rifle Association. Keep going. Keep going. You want to go back to my Facebook just to prove that I am not a motherfucking well, left or right, that I am literally sitting here on the outside like, y'all are a bunch of dumbasses, for real. Completely. 100. Yo, check this out. We have an amendment which was meant to deal with this issue. What? Alright, yeah, man, look at this, bro. Hey, man. But, I digress, bro. It is what it is. And more people like that, more and more people with that mind frame is why communism is actually winning and not socialism. See, the video I posted on my Facebook
Party have now decided that,
which is
the frozen.
See, I'll listen to this guy.
The frozen tundra.
I'm a Tom Brady
It is
fan.
1928. The communists declared that the racial differences among our people constituted the weakest and most vulnerable point in our social fabric. By constantly probing and straining at this one spot, they calculated that eventually the cloth could be torn apart and that Americans could be divided, weakened, and perhaps even set against each other in open combat. We mustn't kid ourselves into thinking that the communists have placed their agitators only into the black communities. They're working both sides of the street. They want hatred, violence, and bloodshed between the races, and they don't care how they get it or whom they use, even children if necessary. Here is a book that I think ought to be...
Now, do I agree with everything he was saying in the video? Probably not. Do I agree with some of the stuff he's doing? Because you see it every day in the news, right? You see the left side doing this. You see the left side saying racism. You see the right side claiming it's not racism. You see BML riots that burn down buildings and kill people. I mean, how many people fucking died in the Chaz community there in San Francisco that you guys had boarded off for 3 blocks? Okay, how many people died there? I didn't see any Democrat coming out and claiming fucking terrorism,